Hey everyone, Tristan here, coming at you with cleanup crew number 2. So we're still in Batman Arkham Knight, going for the curtain falls. Last week we got Catwoman done, so now we're gonna go. Now all we need is Robin and Nightwing. So here we go. Crime Alley. Nope, that's not the one. No, not Iceberg Lounge. There it is, Monarch Theater, and we're going with Robin today. We can get Nightwing done too. Who knows? So, if you guys watched last week, which probably none of you did, I said I was going to go see Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and I did. I saw it yesterday, and I can honestly say it was okay. It was not the best, but the critics are kind of destroying it right now, and I don't really think that's all that accurate. They're saying it's like awful. I will say though, there is some pacing issues, especially at the beginning like hour. It takes a while to get going, definitely. So I felt like that was probably one of its biggest flaws. So, and the script, I kind of wasn't really buying why Batman was so mad at Superman. I mean, yes, it makes sense, but the way the script described it and the plot, it was a little kind of all over the place. Oh yeah, just knock him down, knock him down. And I wasn't completely buying it, honestly. It was full of plot holes, so there's that. Overall, I mean, it was a joy seeing those. Really, you're gonna punch that guy, not the guy standing right next to him without a taser. All right. Well played game. But it still was pretty cool seeing Batman and Superman on screen fighting. I thought all the actors did really well, personally. The exception being Jesse Eisenberg. I just really didn't care for his character. It was in such a serious movie. Ooh, that was pretty cool. It was in such a serious movie that he came off like really goofy and more comic booky than what they really, I felt like, were trying to go for. And he just had like really cheesy lines, in my opinion. Like, it was not good. Ben Affleck, though, as Batman, Batfleck, if you will, I felt like he did really well. I really enjoyed his take on the Dark Knight, which is he was very brutal and violent, and kind of along the lines of like the Arkham Batman in this game series, which is really cool to see. Probably my favorite scene was. This isn't really a spoiler. If you've seen the last trailer, did I really get hit? All right. Is the trailer when you see him like come up through the floor and take on that room of guys? That scene was easily probably my favorite, because man, that's just how I picture Batman fighting, like in everything, kind of like these Arkham games. And it was really cool seeing that on the big screen. I felt like they really nailed like the brutality of Batman and everything. So that I felt like that was really good. Also, I liked Gal Gadot. I don't really know how to say her name. I apologize. If she ever watches this video, she won't. But I apologize for totally butchering her name. You guys are probably yelling at me through your computer screen or phone screen. But I really enjoyed her as Wonder Woman. Like, for the first kind of live or big screen Wonder Woman, I felt like she kind of made the role her own. People were like complaining she was too small and everything. I actually really enjoyed her. So that was she was really good, I thought. For the little amount of screen time she got, it definitely makes me more excited for a Wonder Woman movie. Mainly because I don't think Zack Snyder and David Goyer are involved. So, this, like I said, the script was not the best. And even though it says Chris Terrio, I believe is his name, also wrote it, I think he just did like some reworks on the script, and most of it was David Goyer. Because I personally was not the biggest fan of the script. They definitely tried to do too much, because they're pretty much trying to establish an entire universe within a movie. Like, they have Man of Steel, but really there wasn't really anything they established in Man of Steel except for, Superman existing. They didn't allude to anything else, really. Ooh. Oh, that guy got destroyed in the face. They obviously established Superman. You had LexCorp alluded to in Wayne Enterprises, but in reality, this movie is easily the one that's kind of like, I would say it's Iron Man 2-esque in the sense, if you've seen the Marvel movies, where it tries too much to kind of set up for other movies, especially Justice League. There's a lot of just scenes where it's like, oh yeah, this is just setting up Justice League, when it's I feel like if they focused more so on just that film in general, it would have been that much better. So there's that. Oh man, that shield guy almost got me. Oh, by the way, this is my second attempt doing this today, because I had a decent one, and then the capture completely was messed up, and that guy just hit me with the shield, so that fucking sucks. I hate those shield guys. They are easily the worst people in the game. But yeah, so my capture was completely bad. I had like a nice little video. I mean, it was alright. I mean, it wasn't nice. I mean, I'm the one playing the game. But I'm kind of glad, because I kind of lost track of thought. I was so focused on trying to get it, I kind of stopped talking. But yeah, Jesse Eisenberg was not good. Doomsday, I felt like, yes, Doomsday's in it. Spoiler if you haven't seen the second trailer. I didn't really like that they brought him in so soon. I kind of wish they would have brought in a different character to kind of bring them together or something. Also, I was a fan of the way they did end up kind of, Batman and Superman kind of stopped fighting. I felt like it was pretty well done. You'll see it. If you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, I'll be happy to explain it. What I think was a good way they kind of brought them together. But yeah, it was just an okay movie, honestly. It'll be like one of those ones you see a few times and you're like, yeah, that's a good movie. Or not a good movie, you know, that's a movie. I feel like it's definitely going to be like the Iron Man 2 of the Marvel Universe, where it tried too hard to set up like everything else, that it kind of lost its focus on what it was trying to do. But it was, overall, I felt like it was really good. Not really good. I just enjoyed it. I keep saying it was really good, and it wasn't really good. It was just an enjoyable movie. One riddled with kind of plot holes and trying to do too much. But overall, it was an enjoyable movie, simply because you got to see Batman and Superman on screen and Wonder Woman all together on screen. It did kind of lack the awe of those three all being on screen together. Like when they finally all get there and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna fight Doomsday." It was kind of like, "Oh yeah, they're here." I feel like if they maybe didn't reveal Doomsday or Wonder Woman in the trailers, it kind of would have had more of an impact. Why is that guy just standing with his hands on his hips? Yeah, you're gonna get punched in the face for that, bud. And I punch. Why? Why do they always punch the guy with? And I hit help. I don't need help. Well, I do, because my life is a mess. I'm keep getting the last round and just completely screwing it over. Getting screwed over here. Yeah, but Doomsday, he was, I didn't really want Doomsday. Honestly, I didn't really, in reality, I didn't want Batman and Superman fighting at all, because as much of a Batman fanboy as I am, he would get absolutely destroyed by Superman if Superman actually tried. So, I kind of wish they would have done, the animated movie World's Finest, Batman and Superman World's Finest. The animated one that was like a kind of a spin-off of, Batman the Batman the Animated Series and Superman the Animated Series, which I felt kind of led into Justice League, the cartoon in the early 2000s. I felt like that had a good plot. Like, I kind of wish they just had Batman investigating Superman after the events of Man of Steel. Like, what is this guy all about? Can we trust him? You know, maybe some of the plot points they had, they could have kept some of the plot points they had, but I do wish they wouldn't have really had them fight, because they didn't really need to fight, in my opinion. just kind of something that brings them together. So there's that. But like I said, most of the actors did a pretty good job. Like I said, I really enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman. It's a shame that the critics kind of destroyed the movie, and that the plot was kind of so convoluted and doing so much that you kind of, I think it won't be appreciated as much as it could be, as kind of like the stepping stone, because who knows, maybe the next movies in this universe will be really good. Maybe because they're not involved with really Zack Snyder and David Goyer. I definitely felt like they were a lot of the problem in these first 2 installments. Excuse me, goodness, why did you punch that guy? With the first 2 installments of this DC universe. Man, I am not doing good today. Like I said, this is my second recording of this, and I went for like 25 minutes and absolutely got nowhere near the end. Well, actually, one time I got pretty close to finishing it, and then I was literally, I think I had 2 guys left, and a guy picked up a shield, and I completely, did I already lose the combo? We'll see, I guess. And if I did, that would be awful. Yeah, but I lost the combo with like 2 guys left, so I'm like, yep, I'm done. And kind of called it right there. I am doing a little bit better in this run through, but not by much, honestly. Let's see. I think I may have screwed up right at the very beginning and not got a perfect free flow. Let's see. Yep. Well, that fucking is stupid. Alright. Restarting again. Yeah, this is not very good. 12 minutes in, and how many times have I been to the even last round? Ooh, get him. Yeah, but Batman fighting, yeah, it was just honestly like the Arkham games like this. It's just so brutal and fast, and he's just busting people up. It's amazing to watch. I was very giddy. That was easily, yeah, like I said, easily my favorite scene in the entire movie. Because that is, like I've said before, that is just how I picture Batman kind of fighting. That's how I would want him to fight. Just fast and brutal. Just taking guys out. I mean, there is one issue that I feel like people are having with this Batman. And this is a spoiler. It's kind of a major one, I guess you would say. So I probably will throw something in the video forewarning you guys. But seriously, this is a spoiler. Batman kills people. Like, he's in the Batmobile, in the Batplane, the Batwing, and he is mowing guys down with machine guns, like, with no remorse. He is just destroying them. I know he's killed in the comics before, but I don't really feel like that's a justification, and that they're going for Dark Knight Returns Batman, where he's just brutal and branding people. He does brand people in this. But that's just not really what I want out of Batman. Like, it wasn't a big deal for me. Like, it's not like a deal breaker, like, oh my gosh, I hate Ben Affleck's Batman now. It was just kind of, why did you need to include that? Oh, kick him in the face. I was like, why do you need to include that? That's not really something you need. If you want him to be this dark and gritty Batman that doesn't really give a S, then just kind of make him like that, I guess you would say. Like, do it without the killing, just like where he kind of tortures people and like breaks their arms and everything. I felt like that would have been a perfectly acceptable thing to do. But him killing people, like, there's one scene in that scene that I said I really enjoyed. He kind of just like basically blows 2 guys up. Like, they have a grenade. He like knocks a grenade out of one guy's hand, and the guy, like, he already pulled the pin, so this guy is just basically blown to hell. And it's like, yeah, I mean, you can do that, but don't, I guess. You don't really need to do that. I don't know. Overall, I just thought the movie, it was okay. I mean, Who the hell hit me right there? I hate these shield guys. These shield guys are honestly like the worst thing ever in this game. Like, whoever thought this was a good idea to have these shield guys should probably never work again because it's dumb. That's an exaggeration, but they're really annoying. They lunge 10 feet, as I probably complained about in the Catwoman video in the first cleanup crew. They're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna move a little, and oh yeah, you lost your combo. It's like, okay, that's cool. Thank you for that, I guess. But yeah, Batman v Superman, pretty enjoyable to just kind of see that. But the pacing is the one thing that really hurt it, I would say. If it had a little bit better pacing, it would have been, I felt like it would have been a much better film. But then again, I'm not a filmmaker or a writer, so my opinion doesn't really matter. I'm just a fan. I'm just a fanboy. But I felt like, wow. And also, why did they employ this grabbing thing now? So annoying. But where was I? I already lost my train of thought. That guy's just chasing me down, man. He wanted some. He wanted some Robin fist to the face. Whoop. But it was, I felt like if they didn't really try and set up so much of Justice League and the rest of the universe, the movie would have been that much better. Whoop. And you're done. But hopefully, I am really excited still for the Batman solo because Geoff Johns and Ben Affleck are heavily involved with that. Obviously, Ben Affleck will be heavily involved, but rumor is he's directing, so that's really cool. I do like Ben Affleck as a director. I feel like Argo was pretty good. Oh, push this guy. Really? All the things you can do and you hit that guy like that. So this might be the last attempt, maybe. We'll see. We will see. But I am excited for the Ben Affleck solo movie, Batman solo movie, because I feel like they might be setting up for a Red Hood, kind of. That's like the rumor that hopefully they're doing an Under the Red Hood, which I think would be really cool because you do see that Robin costume in a case. It does look like it could be Jason Todd. It does look like the Joker kind of destroyed the suit and was taunting Batman. So hopefully that is actually what happened, because that would be really cool. So I felt like that storyline would be a really good one to portray on screen, because that means, hopefully Dick Grayson is around already, and then who knows, maybe we'll get Tim Drake. That would be really neat to see. I like Tim Drake. Probably my second favorite Robin behind Dick. Also, just being able to see Nightwing on screen, that would be really awesome. Because while we have gotten Robin before, we've not really gotten, I would say, a really good Robin. No offense, Chris O'Donnell. You're great on NCIS Los Angeles, but you're no boy wonder, sir. So that would be really cool. And just seeing Nightwing. Nightwing never really gets any love, I feel like. He's a really good character in the comics, but like in other media, he's kind of like, he doesn't really get anything. I mean, he's no Tim Drake, where he like literally is in Batman the Animated Series is essentially Jason Todd, but with the Tim Drake name, which I don't know why they just didn't call him Jason. After learning more about it as I grew up, because he is clearly very heavily Jason inspired. Oh, got him. But yeah, Tim Drake really hasn't appeared in anything. He appeared in like Batman the Animated Series, and those Batman Unlimited movies, which are very kid friendly. But hopefully we can get kind of something like that. I would love to see a lot of the Bat family in the cinematic universe on the big screen. That is a boyhood dream of mine. That would be amazing. I would just be like, I would be giddy. I don't even care if the movie would be completely awful. Why? Why? I guess I should have blocked all those people. I'm gonna do one more attempt. One more attempt. I need to counter more. I think that's what my problem is. I'm trying to just kind of go free flow style. And also there's like no... I feel like Robin should be able to block the shield guys. Should like be able to counter, because he has a freaking staff that turns into a shield his own self. Like, come on. You can't block a guy with a car door. I don't know. But I am very excited for still the Batman solo movie. Oh, I didn't even talk about the cameos, have I? The cameos in the movie. Because if you didn't know, Aquaman, Flash, and Cyborg all have cameos because they're going to be in Justice League. And they're all getting their solo films. My favorite of them was easily Aquaman, because the Aquaman they showed just looks incredibly badass. Kind of like the Jeff Johns one, where after I think you see this Aquaman movie, you're going to see Aquaman as kind of this badass. You're not going to really make fun of him. Obviously, you probably will make fun of him from like the Super Friends incarnation of the character. But man, he looked badass. Oh my goodness. He was easily the best cameo. Flash's cameo, you know, it was kind of typical Flash, you know. You see him kind of do his thing, I guess. Cyborg's, I wasn't the biggest... Cyborg's was probably my least favorite, just because it was such a long one that I felt like it kind of slowed down the main story. I didn't really feel like they needed that long of a cameo for him. And in general, I'm kind of skeptical about the... Well, I guess one more so I can finish talking. I am kind of skeptical about the Cyborg movie because it's probably going to be super CGI heavy. And the CGI in these movies so far hasn't been, like, my favorite. They've been really CGI focused. And obviously the entire character of Cyborg is going to be CGI focused. Also, I just don't know a lot about Cyborg, so I don't really know what to expect from a solo movie. Like, what are his villains? Like, I really only know him from Teen Titans, the animated, like anime types show that was heavily anime influenced. So I have like no idea. I'm also not a big fan that they're like shoehorning him with the New 52 into Justice League. Like, he's a Teen Titan. Like, that's where he originated. I'm fairly certain, if my Cyborg history is anything any somewhat accurate. Like, give me Martian Manhunter, man. Like, give me that Justice League from the cartoon. That's the Justice League I want. And also, there's rumors that Green Lantern might not even be in Justice League. So, that is kind of disappointing because, you know, why would you not want Green Lantern? And I think I just totally screwed up. And if I did, then it's game over for this guy. And going to end the video there and kind of just come back next week. You know, I'll probably actually end up getting Robin outside of a video, so that way it's not like weeks and weeks of me just playing as Robin trying to get it, because I actually want you guys to like these videos and enjoy them, because I kind of like doing them for you. Punch this guy in the face. Let's see. Let us see. I'm not very confident that that counted. Yep, and it didn't. So, you know what? One more attempt. Maybe we might go 30 minutes if I get it here. But, yeah, Green Lantern not in Justice League, I think that is a big no-no. Like, I feel like, at least in the first one they said he might not even be in the second. You might not see Green Lantern in this universe until Green Lantern Corps, which, that would be super upsetting for me, because Green Lantern is probably my third favorite DC superhero, behind Batman and Flash. And also, from what they're trying to allude to, and Batman versus... Did I really... Alright, yep, that's it. I'm ending right here. thank you guys for checking out the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that crap. And just make sure to check back to Nightly Gaming for more. I appreciate your guys' feedback on these. So yeah, check back to Nightly Gaming, and I'll see you next week with another cleanup crew. And I'll be back tomorrow with an achievement guide.